Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Mary Nelson. While we're still waiting for results in a few races, we know Republicans had a good night in Nebraska. Jim Pillen will be governor, and it appears the GOP captured about 31 seats in the legislature so far, with a chance to even get a filibuster-proof 33-seat majority. So what does all this mean for you? 3 News Now reporter John Kemper found out changes to how you vote and access to abortion are topping the list. And Kip joins us live from the newsroom. Good evening.
Good evening, Mary. We're not going to have a clear picture until at least Friday, and maybe longer, but we know there will be enough Republicans to get at least close, if not pass, a litany of items on conservatives' wish list for years. That includes an abortion ban.
After his victory, Governor-elect Jim Pillen stayed adamant that he wants some type of abortion ban.
This is not a conversation about in vitro fertilization. It's not about embryos. It's not about a patient-doctor relationship. It's not about preventative prophylactics. It is simply about stopping the murder of babies growing in mothers' wombs.
Senator Tom Breese tells me conservatives have yet to settle on what type of ban they're going to go after. Whether it's a full ban with few, if any, exceptions, or a 15-week ban with exceptions.
But we also have to make sure that we are reasonable in our efforts, in that we put forth something that, most Nebraskans can support. A reasonable pro-life legislation needs to be the target.
But expect many Democrats in the legislature to fight them, and that includes Jane Raybould. Although she'd be in favor of letting the voters decide in 2 or 4 years.
That is something that I would certainly be willing to support, to take it out to a vote of the people.
That worked in Kansas. Voters there shut down an abortion ban this past summer.
And they reflect what we know about Nebraska, which is that the majority of Nebraskans support safe and legal abortion access.
Nebraska voters also passed a voter ID law Tuesday, and it's now up to the legislature to actually create the rules. Breese tells me that's why 2 close races, not yet settled in Omaha and Lincoln, are very important, as either would give the GOP a filibuster-proof majority.
Having 33 votes allows us to make voter ID legislation fairly restrictive.
Raybould wants to make sure the state picks up the cost for any ID card.
Is this going to become another unfunded mandate of the cities and the counties funding this type of photo identification?
Now, there is a strong chance of a law allowing permitless carry of a handgun that will have enough votes this session. And it's possible we could see more tax cuts. The unicameral session starts in early January. John Kipper, 3 News Now.